Today, not tomorrow. The blessings from yesterday, they've already served their purpose. New blessings today. The first one is that you woke up this morning, right? Nice. Yulin, good morning. Let the blessings follow. Mary E. Banks, good morning to you. Lydia Cameron. Samantha Williams. Mildred Smith and Shem. Francis Flying Cloud Daniel, good morning, bro. Other folks on the Sister Isles of Carriacou and Pity Martinique, good morning. Hermione, good morning to you. Hope you had a great weekend. For those of you who had the opportunity to get some rest, hope you did get that. Joanna, good morning to you. How you doing? Michelle Bernard. How do you do? Evangelist Lloyd E. Charter, good morning to you. How are you this morning? Thanks for the quotes that you always send, man. Catherine Phillip, good morning to you.
Are you ready?
Lovey, good morning.
Just be on your feet.
Gigi Giles and Denzo, good morning to you. Daphne and Sylvie also. Denzo.
Let's go, follow.
Catherine, how are you doing? Catherine Phillip. Yoland Swan, good morning. Monica Meros Williams, good morning to you and Daddy Godwin. All those of you out there in the diaspora, good morning.
Even money must follow you.
Nutmeg Queen, good morning.
Testimonies wherever they are. Call them. Follow me.
Lydia, you're good, right?
Follow me. Follow me.
Let the blessings follow you.
Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me.
Petlin George and the folks out there in Munich, good morning to you, the Maxwin family. Yes. Urban Mason and family, good morning. Branny, good morning. Brooklyn, good morning. Eric Galba Mitchell, good morning. Good morning to the Macmillans. Good morning to the... What's his name again? Claire. Claire's family, good morning. Francis St. Hilaire, good morning to you. The folks at Co-op Bank, good morning. Cheryl Charles, good morning. Sylvina Charles, good morning. Is Agista on this morning? Good morning. Agista Pierre, how you doing? You and the entire home circle. Yeah, it's that time when we just, celebrate life.
This is the day the Lord has made.
Debbie and family, good morning. Kitty Cat Ariel Alwyn. Mama Ken.
Yeah, my pride.
This is your son.
Yeah, my pride. Well, if I had another chance to start afresh again, and if this
The word of the day today.
things just wouldn't be this.
That word today
But since
is a word that, around this time, in recent times, we've been hearing a lot about it.
I want to say thank you,
It relates to volcanicity and everything like that.
Jesus, Lord,
Seismic.
oh Father,
That's the word, seismic.
for another day.
SEISMIC, seismic.
Please hear my prayer.
It pertains to or caused by an earthquake or vibration in the earth. Pertaining to or caused by an earthquake or vibration in the earth.
Feel alive.
Do you know what is an earthquake?
Oh, my
Do a little research today. Increase your vocabulary and your word power. Here's how we can use that word in a sentence.
hear my prayer.
Scientists installed new equipment to monitor seismic activity along the fault line.
So even though my life is filled,
Yeah, they've got something up in Mali, up McDonald College side.
turn this thing around. Cause
Yeah,
there's no miracle.
It's done by the seismic unit at the University of the West Indies.
Trust in you,
Seismic.
Father.
Yeah.
You for the breath I breathe.
Cafe, good morning. Nadisha, how you doing?
You provide my need.
Promise me a peanut butter snow, so I can't get it up to now, but that's okay.
Thank you for my daily
Holmesy, good morning to you and Abigail.
through your
Jerry, Papa Jerry Batiste, Louie and the folks, everybody inside of Coffee, Crochet and surrounding areas.
oh my child.
The Sandersons, good morning.
Play the music
The folks at McQueen Service Center.
one more time.
The motivational tip is up next. Yeah.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
Believe in yourself. Have faith in your abilities. Without a humble but reasonable confidence in your own powers, you cannot be successful or happy. Believe in yourself. Have faith in your abilities. Without a humble but reasonable confidence in your own powers, you cannot be successful or happy.
Of the rest. Yes, Lord. Oh,
You've got to ignore the naysayers, the haters. They've got their role.
merciful Father.
Don't let them hinder you or freeze you in your tracks, all right?
Father. Nothing more
Once you're comfortable with what you're doing, it's morally sound,
than to live my life for you.
doesn't infringe on other people's happiness and joy, do it. Haters do have their roles, right? Remember that. Mount Agnes and Pomerose, good morning, Latant.
Hear my prayer.
Rucane, good morning. The nutritional health tip is up next.
I don't only want to talk the talk.
Bellevue.
Follow these steps and you'll be fine. Drink lots of water.
Today's in-season featured local fruit is guava. The fruit and leaves of the guava plant are both filled with nutritional compounds that can be used to alleviate many health conditions in men. Research suggests that the guava, which contains high levels of the plant pigment lycopene, which is also found in tomatoes and watermelon, has strong antioxidant properties and has been shown to lower the risk of benign prostatic hyperplasia or enlarged prostate. Additionally, high levels of lycopene have been associated with reducing the risk and the potential to suppress the progression of prostate cancer. This fruit may also be used to support fertility and heart and bone health. The fruit is also rich in vitamin C, potassium, and fiber. Apart from its benefits in alleviating the effects of prostate cancer, guavas, when eaten, can also aid in alleviating other illnesses which affects men, such as the common cold, supports heart health, supports eye health, improves digestion and skin conditions. It is important to note that too much guava should not be consumed if you have digestive problems that include constipation, bloating, cramps, or watery stools. The leaves of the guava plant are also great for balancing blood glucose levels, lowering blood pressure, and preventing tooth decay by destroying harmful germs in the mouth. It can also help in weight loss and can be a great treatment for diarrhea. Guavas are most commonly eaten raw, but do make delicious juices and drinks. It can be made into jams and marmalades and added to baked goods. The leaves can also be eaten raw as well, or steeped in hot water and consumed as tea. Visit our TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and website during the month of June for more information on issues surrounding men's health. Until next time, the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council reminds you to look, eat, and feel well.
Rolls ring a bell? Yes, they keep the body working.
This is the day
This is the day
has made.
that He has made.
Let's rejoice and be glad in it.
Pastor Laurie Dominic and the First Family, good morning.
Hear my prayer.
Sister Nadika, how you doing? And the children? Right.
If I had another chance to start afresh again and live this life all over.
Perlina Del Pesh,
But
good morning from Trinidad.
there is
Wow.
guarantee. I want to say
Hope you all are doing fine. Wordy, good morning to you, the folks inside of Woburn. Morning, morning, morning. Where's Nutmeg Queen, boy?
thank you for another day.
Nutmeg Queen, you all right?
Merciful Father, oh please give
What's buzzing this morning? Let's quickly see what's buzzing this morning. Another assassination attempt on Donald Trump. We had that a local Trinidadian man is wanted for murder in Grenada, and also locally Grenada's parliament to prorogue on September 23rd. In the region, 24 dead in Haiti tanker truck explosion. Internationally, FBI says Trump targeted in apparent assassination attempt at his golf course. And in sports, we have done it again. Anderson Peters has won the Diamond League title in Brussels in javelin.
'Cause there is no miracle that my God can do.
Grenada, man.
Yes, you are my
You know what I'm saying?
and I put
Anyhow you turn,
you.
with starring.
Oh, Father,
The folks inside of Pearls, good morning.
the breath I breathe. Oh, merciful Father,
Theresa Gibbs,
you provide my.
Dwight Gibbs, Dwayne, good morning to the family.
Thank you for my.
The Alexanders next door, Keith and Sharon Berkeley, good morning. Arthur Reno and family, good morning. Yeah.
Oh, my child.
Moya, good morning. Alsted John, Ann Williams, Auntie Lyra. Catherine John, good morning.
Play the music.
Auntie Alma.
Play it one more time.
Janice and the folks in that segment of Pearls. Cheryl and Simon Jack and the guys down that side.
I will lift
Hope you all are doing fine.
the hill.
Carrier. Upper St. John, good morning. Hermitage.
Lord, which made heaven.
Montrich. Montrule. Snell Hall.
Neither can I
Mares. Lafatune. Livera. Donley Alexis, good morning.
but until my walk is up,
Howdy do.
I'll try to do my best. And once I
Pauline Romano, good morning, innocent, coming from Aruba. Wow.
oh, Father,
If I have to visit all the places that people listen to us, boy.
oh, merciful Father,
Nonetheless, folks, it's time for us to head on to the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather. The news and the weather comes up next.
oh, merciful Father, than to live my life.
Where are you come out? Where are you from? How was leave free promotion? It is all budget. Somebody send out the warning.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for one whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sits, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlac, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribberies, Guap Bag, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
As GBN brings you the thrilling coverage of this year's Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League, please note there will be some adjustments to our regular programming lineup. From Tuesday, September 17th to Friday, September 20th, transitions will be at 5:05 p.m. GBN Television News will air at 6 p.m., followed by a repeat right after the CPL match. And don't miss the rebroadcast of transitions after the news repeat. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere with the best in sports coverage. Stay tuned and stay informed with GBN.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Monday, September 16th, 2024. Coming up in the news, Trinidadian man wanted for murder in Grenada. Also, Grenada's parliament to be prorogued on September 23rd. In the region, 24 dead in Haiti tanker truck explosion. Internationally, FBI says Trump targeted in apparent assassination attempt at his golf course. And in sports, Anderson Peters wins Diamond League title in Brussels. We've got the details to these and more after these messages.
The Grenada Motor Club will be hosting its second and final international drag racing event for 2024 at Perth International Speedway on September 28th and 29th. Expect the fastest set of drag cars and bikes the Caribbean has to offer. September 27th, meet and greet at Lavo Lanes. September 28th, test and tune bracket race qualifiers. And after drags, chill out at Sizzle Bar and Lounge. September 29th, drag race finals at Perth International Speedway. There will be a special guest appearance by one of the Caribbean's top drag racers and a special drift performance by one of the Caribbean's top drifter. Mark the dates, September 28th and 29th at Perth International Speedway is the place to be. You don't want to miss this one.
Good morning, I'm Gordon Josephine with the details. The Royal Grenada Police Force, the RGPF, has issued an urgent alert for a man wanted for questioning in connection with a non-capital murder case. Authorities are calling on the public to assist in locating Ashton Terry Williams, also known as South. Williams, a 32-year-old citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, is described as slim-built with a brown complexion, straight nose and black hair. His last known residence was in Mantou in St. George. The police have emphasized that Williams is considered potentially armed and dangerous, and they are urging the public to exercise extreme caution and not to approach him directly if spotted. Anyone with information regarding Ashton Terry Williams, also known as South, is asked to contact the Criminal Investigation Department at 440-3921, the Central Police Station at 440-2244, or use the emergency number 911 with any information. For those who prefer to remain anonymous, a dedicated police hotline is available at 444-1958. The second session of the 11th Parliament will conclude on September 23, 2024. A notice from the Clerk of Parliament disseminated on 12th September states that the proclamation signed by Governor-General Dame Cecile La Grenade on September 12th notifies the public that the second session of the 11th Parliament would be prorogued from the 23rd of September 2024 by proclamation issued by the Governor-General, or GCMGOBE, and it was dated the 12th of September 2024. The prorogation is on the advice of Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell. Parliament will remain prorogued until a date is set for the ceremonial opening of the third session of the 11th Parliament. The Ministry of Health is reassuring the public that while progress may seem slow on the surface, substantial strides are being made to enhance the delivery of healthcare across the nation. In a recent statement, the ministry highlighted several key initiatives and improvements that are currently underway. These include human resources, training and development. Ongoing training programs for healthcare professionals are being expanded to ensure that nursing and medical staff are equipped with the latest knowledge and skills to address emerging health challenges. So far, 4 nurses have received a specialist training in a post-basic psychiatric nursing, neurology nursing, operating room nursing, and intensive care nursing. In addition, the ministry facilitated a training of 6 doctors over the past few months. The doctors who underwent specialized training in Cuba, Guyana, and Jamaica were trained in orthopedics, intensive care, and internal medicine. Just over a week ago, the ministry partnered with the Grenada Medical and Dental Council in facilitating the training of 4 additional doctors attached to the Accidents and Emergency Department of the General, Princess Alice, and Princess Royal Hospitals in acute trauma and life support. In response to the increasing concern over mosquito-borne illnesses, the ministry has implemented comprehensive mosquito control programs. These include widespread use of insect repellents, public education campaigns on protective measures, and efforts to eliminate stagnant water where mosquitoes breed. Additionally, the ministry has completed the installation of a new roof to the tune of EC $150,000 on the Princess Royal Hospital in Carriacou, which lost its roof 2 months ago during the passage of Hurricane Beryl. And finally, the National Ozone Unit within the Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy will be hosting a series of activities in observance of World Ozone Day today. This year's theme is Montreal Protocol, Advancing Climate Action. Activities planned to mark World Ozone Day today are the NOU Scholarship Presentation Ceremony at TAMCC, the opening of the Customs Officers Training in Control and Monitoring of Trade in Ozone-Depleting Substances on Tuesday, and the launch of 8-week training in Introduction to Refrigeration and Air Conditioning at TAMCC on Wednesday at the TAMCC, and also the handover ceremony for solar PV air conditioning at the True Blue Bay Resort on Thursday. That concludes the first segment of news. Stay with us. The regional roundup, international developments, along with the sports and the weather. They are straight ahead. Five minutes on to 7 o'clock. We now join the Caribbean News Desk for this morning's edition of the Regional Roundup.
From the Caribbean News Desk, the morning edition. Good morning. I'm Dennis Chabrol.
And I'm Kendall Morgan with the latest from across the Caribbean.
Police in Barbados say they have noticed a new trend in the country where 3D printers are being used by criminals to make parts for firearms. Inspector Dwayne Cumberbatch made the disclosure at a press conference yesterday, which was called to update the public on the country's crime situation, including a mass shooting on Saturday at a bar in the capital Bridgetown, which left 3 dead.
We actually recovered that printer at a search warrant, as well as the bottom half, the receivers for the firearms. The printer as such, they are not prohibited, but I think in terms of some sort of, we actually trace or track persons that are actually importing them to see if they're actually being used to make such like the same receivers for the firearms. but at this stage, I can't say it's a major problem as yet.
Dancehall entertainer Vibes Cartel made an appearance on stage at the 86th annual conference of Jamaica's opposition People's National Party (PNP) held yesterday in Kingston. Cartel, who was freed from prison in July after 13 years behind bars on a murder conviction, did not address the conference, but his lawyer Isaac Buchanan, with whom he shared the stage, was allowed a brief presentation.
The message that I want to send is that we are fighting for the youths of this country, the future, for freedom, for justice, and for the Constitution.
Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, has been defending his position that Venezuela's controversial elections were free, fair, and transparent. Despite repeated international calls for a credible verification of the votes cast, he says decades of evidence shows the United States' role in removing democratically elected governments. In this regard, Dr. Gonsalves says Guyana, a new oil producer, is safer with a Maduro administration in Venezuela because the right-wing prefers military action to settle the border controversy with Guyana.
If you have a choice between Maduro and the right wing in Venezuela, I advise you choose Maduro. The right wing will seek to allow the Americans to take the oil in Venezuela, to set up, to take over PDVSA and try to run Guyana oil industry from Caracas.
While Dr. Gonsalves calls Mr. Maduro his friend, he says he'll oppose any military action against Guyana.
We were involved in the Argyle Declaration for peace, and anytime if Venezuela attempts to do anything militarily, you will hear that I speak against it.
Even under Maduro?
Under anybody. Under anybody.
St. Kitts and Nevis former government minister Sam Condor yesterday recommended a policy to address migration and its impact on culture and behavior in his country.
The people who are coming are people of a foreign culture with a different language. So maybe that is something we have to pay attention now. To have an orderly, managed and regulated migration policy that will make sure that our culture is not demeaned and degraded, because that will not build a proud and strong nation.
He listed a number of his concerns, speaking at yesterday's Independence Sunday church service to mark the Federation's 41st independence anniversary, which is being observed under the theme Together a People Proud and Strong, Independence 41.
Some of the local people are involved in it, but I notice it is something that is imported as a foreign culture. The dress, the indecent dress, the way we drivers conduct themselves on the road. There's no courtesy, the aggressive and vulgar nature and language.
The people of St. Kitts and Nevis celebrate National Heroes Day today. Today marks the contributions to the country's development made by national heroes Sir Robert Llewellyn Bradshaw, Sir Paul Southwell, Sir Joseph Nathaniel Franz, Sir Simeon Daniel, and the only current living national hero, Sir Kennedy Simmons.
Jamaica's security contingent to Haiti to help restore law and order is into its first full week of deployment. The 20 soldiers and 4 police officers are part of the CARICOM Joint Task Force Advance Team, which has joined a multinational security mission working to restore stability amid an escalation of gang violence in Haiti. Team lead from the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Deputy Superintendent Adrian Hamilton, says his contingent brings a wide range of high-level skills to the mission.
We are going to be contributing at the staff level to ensure that the necessary planning and coordination is accomplished to support the troops that are already deployed to Haiti. We have expertise in intelligence gathering, operations planning and coordination, maritime and aviation advisors, and a plethora of other staff functions that will be expected to execute in support of the operation.
The Kenyan police team, which is leading a multinational security mission, has welcomed the addition of the Jamaican and Belize officers to the forces working to restore stability in Haiti. This has been the morning edition from the Caribbean News Desk. You may contact us by phone or WhatsApp on +592 700 9293. Thanks for listening.
In two other regional stories of interest, authorities said a tanker truck exploded Saturday in southwestern Haiti, killing 24 people, as witnesses reported that victims had been trying to collect fuel leaking from the vehicle. The explosion in Marigon injured about 40 people, with some suffering burns over most of their bodies. The death toll was increased from 16 earlier in the day after rescuers discovered more charred bodies near the explosion site. The injured were transported to St. Theresa Hospital in the port city of Marigon and about 100 kilometers west of the capital Port-au-Prince. 6 were later evacuated to specialist hospitals in Port-au-Prince. Guyanese singer Eddie Grant has won a copyright case against former President Donald Trump over the use of the 1980s dance hit Electric Avenue. On Friday, in a 30-page decision, the judge found Trump liable for damages in a hotly contested copyright battle. In the first legal blow, the judge found that the song was properly copyrighted. In the second, the judge threw the only defense offered in the case, a claim that Trump had made fair use of the song. Grant, a UK citizen who lives in Barbados, has been told of the decision and said another of his lawyers, Brian Kaplan. Mr. Grant believes that the ruling will help other artists and owners of copyrights defend against similar infringement, Kaplan said. This is a complete victory for plaintiffs as to liability. Plaintiffs will be seeking attorney's fees in the subsequent damages phase, he added. It remained unclear if the parties would agree to damages among themselves or go to trial and let a jury pick a number. Grant's lawsuit demanded that Trump pay him $300,000, although that could rise if the former president must also pay the thousands of dollars in legal fees the artist has spent during the 4 years of litigation. Grant's lawsuit demanded that Trump pay him Grant sued Trump in 2020 over a campaign tweet, a 55-second animation that showed then presidential candidate Joe Biden feebly puttering along a railroad track in a pushcart while a high-speed Trump-Pence train zoomed past. About 40 seconds of Electric Avenue plays as part of the soundtrack. And looking further afield, again, former U.S. President Donald Trump is safe following an apparent assassination attempt at his Florida golf course, and a potential suspect is in custody. U.S. authorities have confirmed that Secret Service agents spotted the barrel of a rifle poking through some bushes and opened fire at the suspect, officials said. The FBI said Trump was 300 to 500 yards away at the time. An AK-47 style firearm and scope, along with 2 backpacks and a GoPro camera, were later found at the scene. A witness reported seeing the suspect running from some bushes and jumping into a black Nissan car after the agents fired at him multiple times. The suspect has been identified by the BBC's U.S. partner, CBS News, as Ryan Wesley Routh, a man reportedly in his late 50s. Donald Trump's running mate J.D. Vance has doubled down on false claims that migrants are eating household pets in Ohio town, as city officials repeatedly debunked the rumors. The baseless claims have led to several security threats, and on Sunday, Wittenberg University in Springfield said it had to cancel events because of a threat targeting members of its Haitian community. Appearing on Sunday talk shows, Vance defended the false stories, saying, "Media totally ignored the stuff until Donald Trump and I started talking about them." And finally, a firefighter died during a flood rescue in Austria, and 1 person drowned in Poland as torrential rain caused by Storm Boris continued to wreak havoc across Central and Eastern Europe. In Romania, 5 people have died, while several remain unaccounted for in the Czech Republic. The Austrian province surrounding Vienna has been declared a disaster area, with its leader speaking of an unprecedented extreme situation. Poland's Prime Minister Donald Tusk declared a state of natural disaster. That's the regional roundup and international news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Good morning, sporting fans. Jubilation is in order as Olympic bronze medalist Grenada's Anderson Peters won his first Diamond League title in Brussels on Saturday at the Allianz Memorial Van Damme. Peters, who is 26, who recently won bronze at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, walked away as the champion at the Diamond League after he threw a distance of 87.87 meters in the final of the men's javelin. He outmatched India's Neeraj Chopra, the Paris 2024 Olympic silver medalist, who fell 1 centimeter short at the Diamond League final and had to settle for second place after throwing a distance of 87.86 meters. Meanwhile, Kirani James packed another silver for his medal collection as he ended second in the Diamond League in Brussels on Friday. The athlete showcased an impressive sprint but ended behind British athlete Charles Dobson. Kirani James, who ran in the men's 400 meters race, clocked a time of 44.63 seconds, ending up getting second with a mere difference of 0.14 seconds. And finally, persistent rain meant the third T20 international between England and Australia at Old Trafford on Saturday was abandoned without a ball being bowled as the series ended all square at 1-1. The match was due to get underway at 2:30 p.m. local time. However, with rain falling for several hours in Manchester on Sunday morning, both the toss and the match itself were put on hold, with deep puddles forming on the covers, protecting the pitch and the square. The official cut-off time for a 5 overs per side match, the minimum length required to force a decisive result, was 5:46 p.m. But a fresh downpour shortly before a planned pitch inspection led the umpires to abandon the match at 4:18 p.m. The three-match series finished level at 1-1 after Liam Livingstone's 87 helped England win the second T20 at Cardiff on Friday, following Australia's commanding 28-run success in Wednesday's opener in Southampton. England now face 50-over world champions Australia in a 5-match one-day international series starting at Nottingham's Trent Bridge on Thursday. That's the sports. Stay with us. The weather forecast is up next. As you might notice, this is the third day in a row that we are not getting that connection with the Met Office. I had a conversation with Andre Charles earlier to figure out what's the problem. It seems to be some matter with the phone's connectivity because the line is free, but I'm just not getting through. I'm getting the busy tone. So I'll give you the weather report as sent via email. The weather is currently fair with cloudiness increasing at times with brief light to moderate showers and a low chance of isolated thunderstorms. Today's maximum temperature is 32.0 degrees Celsius. The winds are easterly, northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. The seas are slight to moderate with waves up to 4 feet in open waters. Tides will be low. It's currently low. Tides will be low at 9 a.m. and high at 3 p.m. and will be low again at 8:30 p.m. Today's sunset is at 6:07 p.m. and tomorrow's sunrise is expected at 5:56 a.m. That's the weather report. It came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited. Twelve minutes after 7 o'clock to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Trinidadian man wanted for murder in Grenada. Grenada's parliament to be prorogued on September 23rd. In the region, 24 dead in Haiti tanker truck explosion. Internationally, FBI says Trump was targeted in an apparent assassination attempt at his golf course. And in sports, Anderson Peters wins Diamond League title in Brussels. Kirani James placing second. That has been the morning's edition of news for today, Monday, September 16th, 2024. On behalf of the entire news department, I'm Gordon Joseph, thanking you for listening, wishing you a productive day, and extending the invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere.
As we get ready to give thanks, the long Thanksgiving weekend. Legends Promotions presents the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Grenada Trade Center at 7:30 p.m. Featuring the 1980 Calypso Monarch, Survivor. Together with Stubbles. 10 times Calypso Monarch, Scholar. Alongside Luther, Tobago Crusoe, and 7 times Soca, and 10 times Road March King, Super Blue. Super Blue. Tickets cost $60 and are available at all Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies, Wall Street, Grenville, and Guelph, Springs Shopping Center, St. David's Pharmacy, Clear Vision Eye Care Center, on the Carinage, and Gittins Pharmacy, St. George's. It's the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Thanksgiving weekend, Grenada Trade Center, 7:30 p.m. You can't afford to miss this one.
It's the event you won't want to miss. GIDC Business Deals Day is happening on Saturday, October 12th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Frequenty Industrial Park playing field. Explore the latest products and service offerings from businesses within the industrial parks. Enjoy discounts on GIDC business support services and get fantastic deals on household items, building materials, accessories, condiments, and more, with exciting prizes up for grabs throughout the day. But that's not all. Dive into a mini health fair and career expo for valuable health education and employment opportunities, all while enjoying the songs of Trio the Band and DJ Graphic Sounds. It will be a fun-filled day filled with eats, drinks, games, deals, and more. Mark your calendars and join the GIDC at Frequenty Industrial Park playing field on Saturday, October 12th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. See you there.
Residents of St. Patrick, are you ready to take action in the fight against climate change? The Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, in collaboration with the NAP Global Network and the G-Cruise Project, presents Everyone in Action for Climate Change Adaptation, a series of community meetings on climate change adaptation and resilience. You are invited to come out to the St. Patrick Anglican Primary School on Wednesday, 18th September, starting at 5 p.m. with an exhibition and from 6 p.m. with the official start of the meeting. Transportation will be provided. Let's hear about the changes in your environment and the methods you use to adapt. Let's talk climate change. Let's talk adaptation. Let's talk resilience. See you there.
As GBN brings you the thrilling coverage of this year's Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League, please note there will be some adjustments to our regular programming lineup. From Tuesday, September 17th to Friday, September 20th, transitions will be at 5:05 p.m. GBN television news will air at 6 p.m., followed by a repeat right after the CPL match. And don't miss the rebroadcast of transitions after the news repeat. GBN with you anywhere and everywhere with the best in sports coverage. Stay tuned and stay informed with GBN.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
Alright folks, it's 19 minutes after the 7 o'clock and it's time for the conversation. But before I get into the conversation, I want to say happy birthday to Renita from your daughter Jada, okay? And you're from Bolio in St. George. Happy birthday to you, Renita. Hope you enjoy it to the fullest and have yourself a great day. Now, Wassa, the folks inside of St. Paul's, Mardi Gras area, they're complaining that their water is, the delivery of water is scanty. You know, they're getting water 2 hours early in the morning and then late in the night. So if there's any way that you can accommodate them and give them a more constant supply, they will greatly appreciate it. All right, now, Wassa, good morning to the management and staff, each and every one of you. All right, folks, good. Hope all is well. Yeah, let me see who's here. Cicely Blackman is here. Davini Leo is here. Linda B is there, congratulating Anderson Peters. Jennifer Lawrence is here. Judy Sito, good morning, Grenada. Watching from Grenada, I miss you. Watching from, are you in Grenada? Watching from Grenada, I miss you. Okay. Jerry Edwards, good morning to you. All right, Jerry Edwin, legal counsel, good morning to you and yours. Hope you all are doing fine. What happened over the weekend? A number of things happened. I will not want to dictate this morning. I'll give you the opportunity to talk about anything that you want to talk about. We remember we have a Riser Credit Union coming in a little later in the morning, so we do have a little time on our hand. What's happening? I saw an accident posted in the Coles Gap area. Good morning to Coles Gap and Maltee and Content and Corinth. Good morning to the wonderful folks out there. And the folks at Brave Boys. Good morning. Renick, Sylvester, good morning to you. Hope you all are doing fine. Okay. So, you know the number, 435-2041. I will not want to initiate anything specific. There's something that I want to talk about, but I'll leave it for later in the week. I'm collecting some more data. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Hi. Good morning, darling. How are you doing? How was the weekend?
My weekend was restful. All right.
Praise the Lord.
Yes.
The body need rest.
Well, yes, by force.
You know, I listening to the news where they are just sending some nurses or what to train. You see how the situation our health sector in. You go tell me, Alice, yes, we don't have this specialist here. Right now, 2 years this government coming out to look now when we should have these people just to roll out things and make the health system stronger. We have to study to train them. Some of them nurses sit down there and look to father they serve more than some of them when they pass to give me word because I support NDC. Look at the situation. Sometimes the other time I feel if I sick here something else, I don't want them to do nothing on me, because it's too political confusion and melee. It's so sad. You want innocent to have a certificate in food preparation, baking, icing, advance. I have all my certificates. I look to provide. I look to uplift myself with my own cash in my hand. You in a system for years. Look to better your position. Come on, man. Innocent, I just want to say good morning to Pastor Simon. I listen to his
sermon?
Huh?
What went on with him?
I listen to his testimony. How he lose his bag with all his 500 US and his passport and everything. The bag rich in perseverance and the man get the bag, Why God eyes was on that bag from since he dropped it until he reached in perseverance. And they say, God living. Pastor Simon, I enjoy your testimony.
Yes.
And have a good morning.
Okay. Have a good one yourself, eh?
Love you.
Love you more. Good morning, Miss Glenn. I fully agree with you. Grenadians, we are too politically divided. So says Sharon Bartholomew. Yeah, that's something that maybe I can throw out. And it's something that's sort of in line with what the previous caller just mentioned. I think let me take that caller first. Let me take this call via WhatsApp first. Good morning, caller. Caller, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Okay, I have two things I want to say. One is that lady should never say that there are nurses that she would never like to look after her. Because when you fall sick, you don't know who on earth is going to help you. She should never make those statements.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Go ahead. Yes, go right ahead.
The chicken feet at IGA, the local, is $5 and something cents a pound.
The what?
And the chicken feet.
Chicken feet, okay.
Yes, it's 5 something a pound. And the imported ones are $2 and something cents a pound. That makes no sense to me whatsoever at all. Why is it more expensive to get it's cheaper to buy imported than it is to buy your local chicken feet? And to me, before time, the chicken feet used to be so small, the ones that is local. Now they're so big. I wonder if it's not the same foreign chicken feet that they're selling us for local. I'm concerned about that.
Okay.
That's my subject today.
Thank you and have a good day, right?
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Yeah, that's always a cause for concern, the stuff that are imported. But, I mean, simply because the people that are exporting it to us, they can afford to do mass production. So that in itself reduces their cost. And in addition to that, the cost of producing them in their country, it's much cheaper, so hence the reason I keep making that clarion call for the relevant authorities to look in the cost of feed. All right, Grenada, I keep saying that Grenada has the potential to sustain itself as it relates to meat, especially poultry and pork, but the cost is way too high to produce them. Good morning, caller. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph. Greetings.
Welcome to the program.
Mr. Joseph, I was taken aback a while ago, I think it was prior to the news, when I heard an advertisement in the voice of, quote-unquote, a North American. Now, the thing is today, one may be mixed up with, quote-unquote, artificial intelligence, or if it's a real person. But whatever it was, the voice, the accent was North American, or is North American. And this voice was advertising IMA, Grenada, investment, migration, whatever it is, which is in effect nothing but a passport selling scam. But take a look who's advertising it. Foreigners. Brothers and sisters in this here country, I just want to advise you to be careful with this passport selling scam. You shall be left in the dark. Today in this here country, nobody knows how many passports. Tell me how many of you, this is just rhetorical, but tell me, how many of us know how many passports have been sold? Tell me. Brothers and sisters, be careful with this thing. Your country is being taken away from you. Young men and women, open your eyes to what the government of Grenada is doing to you in your country. Clearly, it wasn't ours from the beginning, because we were brought here. Ancestors, should I say, were brought here. But today, it's ours. And if you don't be careful, foreigners should take... Listen, these foreigners to whom these passports are being sold are to us faceless, pay attention, nameless, and of course we do not know the number of people involved. Be aware of what is happening to your country, young men and women. We'll stop here for today. But this is a powerful issue which we shall continue to talk about. Have a nice day, will you, Mr. Joseph?
Thanks, and same to you, caller. Have yourself a wonderful day likewise. It's 29 minutes after 7 o'clock. Yeah, I was saying that I'd like the relevant authorities to look into some of the administrative work being done by people who are placed in that level of authority. On Friday, a number of people met me that they are working under certain governmental programs and projects, and it's been weeks that they have not gotten paid. Now, these things are not usually directly controlled by a member of parliament or a minister per se. A delegation of authority has taken place. And what was most concerning is that I met two of the persons, and they said they went to the bank, no money was there. After 3 or so weeks, they called the person who was responsible for them doing the work and was told that the documents were done and prepared, that's the payroll and so forth, and the other leg of that relay where that other person is supposed to take it and submit it so that the monies could be disbursed. That other leg failed. In essence, the paperwork, the payroll was left on the desk. Now, this is bread and butter issue, right? And this is not anything about parties and politics, because it's something that is like a recurring decimal. We hear about that all the time. So I'd like the relevant authorities to step up and look into these things. When people are being paid to do a job, do it. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, King.
Welcome
How was
to
the
the
weekend?
program. Quiet as usual.
Yes, I don't normally vote, we who have the power and knows how to go out and vote for Kamala Harris in the international arena need to do that. And anybody who have ears to hear must understand John Rollo. Okay? Have a blessed day.
Okay, thank you, caller. Thank you very much. Have a good day yourself. Yeah, I mean, you need to be more involved and into what is happening at any department or agency or so that you are responsible for, because people lapse. All right, it's not a Grenada thing. We know the style of politics that run in Grenada. When a political party is campaigning, they have their supporters and so forth, and when they win an election and they form the government, one of the things that they do, and that's not just a Grenada issue, it's a Caribbean, West Indian kind of thing. What they do is that they find a place to put the people who worked hard to get them in office. Now, what you find happening is these people they're not smart enough to realize that, hey, I need to do the work that I'm placed to do, or else when electioneering comes again, these things will be brought up. You know. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent, and how are you doing today?
I am alive and very thankful. How about you?
I'm alive too and very thankful too. I just want to make a comment on the previous caller. I think it's Mr. Olu. Everybody knows his voice. And sometimes there are certain things that he should speak about on the radio, and there are certain things he should shut up about. Because how he knows that is a foreigner, not American? He don't see the person, you only hear a voice. There are a lot of Grenadians speak like not Americans. A lot of Londoners speak like Americans. So he cannot just say a blank statement is a foreigner. He don't know. And the next time he don't know, he know how the revenue come to the country. Do he plant anything or supply anything to the country to provide revenue for himself to get the $400 for what he getting monthly? He don't provide that, but he getting money. But yes, for he's talking about how the money getting into the country. He knows nothing about it. He just only speculating because he ain't seen. You listen to what he listen to what he have on his thing and he's saying a foreigner. But you know the foreigner, what happened to the foreigner? We go in other countries and speak big bold and loud to in other countries. We have Grenadians in America in high positions speaking bold and loud to certain things. We have in England, we have in Canada. So what happened is not a foreigner. What happened? Even though the land sold to foreigners, it is in Grenada. They can't go to the land, you know. They cannot go with it. It is in Grenada. They think Grenada and go with Grenada. I think Grenada open the eyes. Come on. There are a lot of things that he says that upset a lot of Grenadian people, but he doesn't know about that. He must learn to trim his words, trim them, and relax himself, and let the country run peacefully and calm, because he's creating anarchy in the country with his words he's speaking. Let the country run quietly, peacefully, in the fear of everybody, so we can live in a good, peaceful country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. Have yourself a great day. And one of my Facebook contributors says, of the relevant persons, send them home. The union would say they were unfairly treated. This is... Good morning, caller. Welcome. Caller, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Innocent.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Two things. I know Mr. Rolo do a lot of research. And the questions that he asks, the question that he's seeking, and Innocent, I may not particularly like or be in favor of that program where you sell passports and people invest and all of those things. I may not particularly like it. But one thing that I can see, that unlike the past administration, this government is very transparent as to the number of passports that are being sold, the amount of money that is made from the sale of those passports. It wasn't very long ago that update was given. But in addition, if Mr. Rolo wants that information, the person who do his research for him can go on the Grenada website and get those information. Instead of casting aspersion and trying to frighten people that like something will happen. Nothing will happen. I mean, yes, you will have a set of people who is holding Grenadian passports, who who is not, well, they are not honestly, that born Grenadians. And so there was a lot of Grenadians who is living outside of Grenada, who is not Americans, Canadians, whatever. I mean, as I say, I may not particularly like the program, but to me, he's just trying to create confusion with that statement he made this morning. Because the government is very transparent. I have heard the opposition, who is now the government now, have been calling on the past administration for transparency in terms of the accountability of all those things, the number of passports and all of those people. And it is happening now. So don't create fear to make people feel that something is happening. I think Mr. Rollo is an intelligent man. I mean, as the gentleman said before, sometimes he uses language in such a way that, make people feel uncomfortable coming from a radio perspective, and something that he has to think about in terms of trimming. But come on, do something better. Okay. But in terms of that thing, that issue that you raised, Mr. Innocent, and I don't know why. I mean, this thing is so prevalent. It is not just happening with monies. I'm not afraid to say it is the people who is doing that. They are very political. And what Grenadians have to understand is that the past administration has strategically, and I'm using that word deliberately, strategically placed people in position. And those people now, they are reaping havoc on the Grenadian public in relation to their responsibility. So there are certain things that they're supposed to do. They are not doing it. And as a result, the people of Grenada suffer, and then they complain, and then that leaving a sort of stain on the government that the government is not doing what it's supposed to do.
Okay.
And that is my problem. I think the government should act on those people. If you are paid to do a job and you are not performing it properly, then they should act.
Now, my opinion on this is that, okay, despite the position that you're in, right, you're human, and sometimes there are shortcomings, but it cannot be a repetitive thing. Like, you're hearing too much of these calls all over the place.
Innocent, I'm saying to you, it is deliberate.
You think so?
I don't think so. I'm telling you. Okay. When you hear what is happening, where it is happening, it is deliberate.
Well, then
it is designed to create this sort of thing that the government is not doing what it's supposed to do, and then the government get it blamed. It's a deliberate act.
So the government is now between what we call a rock and a hard place, because they don't do anything, they don't take any steps, they get the blame, and they go and they do what they're supposed to do. They would get blamed as victimization again.
Precisely.
Okay.
That is the part of the thing that is very, very sticky. And it is my position that the government has been put there to govern, and you do what you have to do in relation to those things. Yeah. Because it's a very, I mean, come on. They're just acting out politics in their position.
Well, let me ask you this, as we get ready to wrap up, because I have to bring on Ariza. But let me ask you this. What's about the other side of the coin, where it is said that because in some cases parties and people who were instrumental in the campaign and so forth, assisted and so forth, so they are given a work in return, and they feel that I don't have to work, man. What do you think about that?
Well, it's the same thing. The same thing has to happen. I don't believe in this sort of thing that because it's my party and you're in a position. But I don't. From what you are saying, from the details that you are giving, and those that I'll be hearing about, this thing is about people who are in the system already. They are rooted in the system. I mean, I can give you a classic example. The ambulance in Soteres, the new one. We have so much a problem being in the north of the island. The new one was removed from St. Patrick's and sent to St. George's. And the information is just within a circle. Okay. I mean, yes. So I had to make certain calls. And then when I make that call to certain people, to certain individuals, they had no knowledge that the ambulance was moved. And yes, people have to manage. But in managing, you also have to be accountable. So how can you move an umbrella that the parish is relying on without making this thing known to people?
Okay.
I mean, I'm telling you, these things are deliberate.
Okay.
And I think the government have to start acting in a more deliberate way to deal with those persons. Because you cannot be in positions and doing what you want.
Okay.
It just cannot happen.
All right, caller. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good day. All right. Okay, folks, we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be back after this. When I come back, Josephine is with us. Riza is in the building. We'll be back after this. Don't you go anywhere.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Grenada, get ready. A new season of the Grenleg debates is coming. Informative, impromptu, bright young minds sparking powerful ideas. Tune in.
As GBN brings you the thrilling coverage of this year's Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League, please note there will be some adjustments to our regular programming lineup. From Tuesday, September 17th to Friday, September 20th, transitions will be at 5:05 p.m. GBN Television News will air at 6 p.m., followed by a repeat right after the CPL match. And don't miss the rebroadcast of transitions after the news repeat. GBN with you anywhere and everywhere with the best in sports coverage. Stay tuned and stay informed with GBN.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation. It's 15 minutes on to 8 o'clock, and I've got with me in studio none other than Miss Riza. Riza as brighter can be.
You're calling me Mr. Riza. Other people are going to call me Mr. Riza.
Well, of course, I brand you. I'm writing a song on that next year.
Oh, that's your
Look
business?
at Mr. Riza coming
That's
down.
your business. Hey, look at trouble.
Rude match.
What's trouble with innocent? Good morning.
Josephine. How are you? How was your weekend?
You look nice and fresh.
Yeah.
As if you had a wonderful weekend.
A restful one. Very
good.
restful.
Good. Rest is good.
Lay down with drips.
We all
and
need
stuff.
rest.
Yes. Good. Lovely. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was a very good one.
All
yes.
Right. And how was Ariza doing?
Ariza is great. So we had a team in Guelph on Saturday.
Okay. Doing what?
Catch the bus. Catch the Ariza bus. You don't want to miss the bus. So you don't want them to be passing by and then you don't catch up with them.
Okay.
So it was a number of things. Of course, dissemination of information on Ariza, hearing from our members, the queries, concerns, and encouraging those who would like to take loans so that they understand what the process is, what it is that they might need, and if you wish to be a member, what it takes to become a member, and possibly making appointments so that you know well, or at least we have your contact, so we'll get back to you, schedule an appointment.
You use a word there that is so key to me, right? And I just wish that other financial institutions under the embodiment of cooperatives start treating people that way. Member.
Well, it's membership.
Yes. You know,
it's membership.
There are some institutions that you become a bother. You're just another nuisance as a customer, and not understanding the basic principles of that movement. You're a member.
You are a member.
We're all in this together. People coming together, pooling their resources.
And it doesn't matter whether you have 10 shares or 20 shares or 200 shares.
Yeah.
You're a part owner.
Yeah.
You're a shareholder.
You're a shareholder of the
so
business.
You have to be treated as such.
that way. You understand? So it's time that some people get to understand that. In any case, I'm not going there.
No, let's not go there.
So this morning we're here to talk primarily about, we're seeing an upsurge in cyber crimes. All right. Again, I'm doing some personal research on that, and I'm going to tackle it when the time is right, when I'm more abreast with all the information that I want. But cybercrime is cyber financial crime is high, as Mr. Dabrio would always tell us. Just impromptu conversation we would pop up, and Ariza is taking the lead and adding features in place to protect our membership.
Notice I have my phone. Your viewers wouldn't usually see me with the phone like this, but I have my phone for a reason. Because we are adding another layer of protection. So that is in conjunction, obviously, with Visa, because our Connex cards are Visa.
Okay.
Yeah. So it really is not, while we're disseminating the information for our members so that you can be proactive, it is not to say that it's Ariza alone in this particular case. But what is going to happen so for instance, you go to shop online and you just shop. Yes? You know your card very often. You've stored it. And so let's take Amazon as an example. They already have your card. They have the number. You might have several cards on there. So when you go to check out, they'll ask you which one that you wish to use. And so you're not even asked to put in your CVS, right? That's the number at the back of the card. And so it's already stored. But what can happen there is that, as we were discussing the other day, someone else can take your card and go on a shopping spree. So what you might find happening now, or what you will find happening sooner rather than later, is that you will be asked to provide a verification code. So here's how it works. I am going to shop, maybe before I close before I close the purchase. So I get a prompt still before you make the final. Before you hit blah blah blah, we want to ensure that it is you. You know how you see this thing that says, "Are you a robot?"
Yeah.
Whatever.
They might send something to your phone.
Precisely.
Like yeah.
So not might, will in this case.
Okay.
They will send a verification code to your phone or your email. And if you don't have the right information in the system, that can mean that you cannot finish.
It will decline the
your
transaction.
Purchase. Precisely.
Okay.
Right? So you'd rather not have that happen. And so to avoid that, what we're asking members to do is come in and update your account. Give us your correct telephone number and email address.
Okay.
So that you have a seamless process. The experience is a wonderful one for you. You get to purchase. When you're traveling, let us know, so that if we see things going Germany, hitting up on your account, we know you're in Germany. You may even wish to get a SIM there, and if you do, you can let us know what the number is so that we update it for that period.
Can be prompted.
But here's what else is neat, and this is why I have my phone. You can use AMI to update your information. So when you go on to AMI, give me a little moment to log in. I can't give you let you see my login credentials.
Why?
Okay?
Be good.
Oh, Lord, that's what a lot of people think, and then they end up in a lot of trouble. Oh, dear, dear, dear.
Yes, that's what
Don't
they say.
ever say that in the financial world.
Yeah, we're good now. Okay.
No, we'd rather not have that happen. Yes. So, see, it's telling me that I probably put in a wrong password. So let's go back here, because it's important that your viewers see just how simple. At least you'll be able to articulate it. The camera, I don't think we have a cameraman here to zoom in.
No, that would be a bit. You should have made that request before. We would then, Well,
the truth is, we will do a step-by-step on this, I promise.
Yeah.
And at the time, maybe next week, Monday, so you can...
Okay.
So look at that. So I've logged into AMI. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
So I can show the viewers.
You can point there.
Point here. Okay. Mm-hmm. I thought there were two cameras.
Yeah.
And to the top right of your screen, you see these three little bars.
Yes.
Good. That's your menu.
Okay.
So when we say hit the menu, that's what it is. You hit the menu, and the first thing that comes up is profile and settings.
Yes.
You hit profile and settings, and there you go. What do you see?
Okay. Change account description.
There you go.
Change cell phone number, change email address,
right.
Change username, change password.
That's how simple it is. So a number of us have done this, have tried it, and it works instantly. So if I go in here to change email address, you see my email address here. I just cancel, because it's the correct email address.
Okay.
I go to change cell phone number. That's my cell phone number. I don't need to change it.
You cancel.
So I hit cancel. But if I did, I would go in there, change, hit submit, and it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is one of the reasons. I mean, there are a million reasons why you should have AMI, quite frankly. But in the comfort of your own home, or you're sitting at your desk, I can walk out of here now and you just update your credentials.
Right.
Because there are reasons why people change their telephone numbers. There are reasons why they change their email addresses. One of the reasons is sometimes when we started an email account, we were younger, and the address sounds so childlike.
Yeah.
Since then, you've grown, and you thought, wow,
I need a mature.
Yeah, I need a mature looking something.
Yeah.
Simple reason. Yeah. Or somebody hacked into your account and you had a problem with it. You got bumped off of Facebook. You had to do something. You had to make changes.
Yeah.
So we just want to say to you, just ensure that we have the correct information. That should you ever need to verify, use a verification code, that it comes to you.
Okay.
It gets to you.
So is this a clarion call for all members to come in to have their
You are
credentials
right.
updated?
It is exactly what it is, a clarion call.
Okay.
We have been actually actively asking members to update their information because it's necessary. Your address might change, even your nomination form, because somebody dies and
you have some adjustments to make.
Right.
One of our members.
We want to stick with this particular.
Right. Okay. We have someone that maybe want to verify something. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph. Good morning, Mr. Isa.
Morning, sir.
Dabrio here. I really enjoy your presentation this morning, and I think it is a welcome change. But there is something that I want the public to be aware of as well, that they need to maintain the number. Maybe we need to have a conversation with the service providers to ensure that people do not just keep losing their numbers after the 3 months without them putting top-up on there. Because I think the last thing you would want is the verification code to be sent to a number that cannot receive it because you lost that number. And I know with a lot of people relying on WhatsApp these days and Wi-Fi, they are not servicing their prepaid numbers. So for the public, once you're going to do something like that, and you need to ensure that you have control of that number. And the service providers out there, you need to do a better job letting persons know, hey, you're going to be losing that number if you do not top up within X, Y, or Z time. I know one particular service provider say they've been doing that, And when I check, no, it's not being done consistently, and that is creating quite a bit of problems, security problems for some people out there. So thank you so very much, and it's good to see these new security measures being employed to help protect our people.
I didn't want to say it, but I just called your name, Well,
I hear that. You see on morning, when you say wrong thing and you call me name, it's problems,
Have a good one, right?
One.
Okay, good. Bye-bye. You see?
Yes.
Yeah, very quick.
So, like I said, AMI is your best friend. You hear me saying that all the time because AMI keeps you up to date with your account, what's happening, what you spent, what you didn't spend. Even if you think there wasn't a charge on something, but there was, you just need to know. And you won't want to come and sit down with a rep to go through a statement, go through all of your transactions. It doesn't make sense. It's a waste of time, quite frankly. You have it on your phone. So you need to get AMI. You need to sign up.
It's good for more reasons than one. It keeps you abreast with all activities on your account.
Every last one.
So the instant something, the worst case scenario, something goes wrong, something that you're not comfortable with, you pick it up right away.
But some people are technology averse. They really just don't wish to get on. They're scared of online banking. For some reason, they're scared. I don't know what it is, and maybe we just have to do more where that's concerned, have people like Mr. Dabrio. But assist in that regard. But meanwhile, if you don't have AMI, and for some reason you'd rather not, because we can't force that on you, at least come in and update your information. Okay. Update your email address, update your number while you're at it. If you have worked with current ID, and so to ensure that everything is current in the system. Okay. Your new address, your address may have changed, so you walk with a bill so that we get the address. Maybe your job changed, you walk with a payslip, we update you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we update your information and you're good to go.
And that's it?
And so are we.
Just like that?
Just like that, Just so.
Yeah.
AMI, your best friend.
As the younger folks will say, and is that?
And is that? And it's just that.
And is that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so folks, you heard it. You're a member of Ariza or prospective member. Come on down to any of the branches and, have if you're not a member, you're still a prospective member, come and sign up, become a member, or become a shareholder of the leading credit union on the island, Ariza. And if you're an existing member, come on in and have your information updated so that everything is current.
Yes.
Yeah. I couldn't have said it better.
No, you couldn't have.
Yes. Yeah.
I find you want my job. Actually, you like credit unionism. You like the movement.
Of course.
And you know you love Ariza. The other day,
Mr. Lord?
No, not Mr. Lord, Mr. Whiteman.
Mr. Whiteman.
Yes, Herschel was not very happy with me because he said I was not bringing the information that you sent to him. I was not giving him the greetings. And
so other people gave him.
But we made it up, Pat. Okay. We made it up.
Yeah, Herschel, she's not been a nice lady to us. Mr. Lord, good morning. As a matter of fact, good morning to the entire staff of Ariza, of course.
Very well.
Yeah, especially the security guards. Good morning to you.
Yes.
All right, yes. There's a young lady from Paradise that's there as well.
All right.
Yeah, good morning.
So I'd let her know you send a special good morning in case, because I imagine she's stationed there now.
She's my homie.
So she probably, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
She's my homie. And to you, of course.
I was waiting.
Keep that.
I was waiting.
I knew that was coming. Keep up the good works as always.
Thank
and
you,
it's always a plus when you can communicate directly with your membership and keep them abreast with any change, anything that's happening in the credit union. They don't have to wonder.
And they shouldn't.
Coming within know.
They shouldn't have to.
Kudos on that.
Thank you, my dear.
Bring our love and respect to Ariza from
and you
the
have
GBN.
A lovely week. I will.
Yeah, always.
Thank you.
Herschel, good morning.
Okay.
Bye-bye, folks. That's it for the conversation this morning. We've got to go. See you on the flip side of it with some great music. Don't you go anywhere. Those of you who participated one way or the other, thank you very much. I love you. Bye-bye.